Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Short Horror Saturday here on Purblind Gamer. Welcome in, RDM Havoc. Thanks for coming by, and Angela. Good to see you. Hope you all are having a good weekend so far. I know I'm having a slightly chaotic weekend. Still trying to sort through everything here and get things ready for the property manager to inspect on Wednesday. We're not moving out. They're just like, we haven't been in there in 2 years. We want to be sure you didn't burn the house down and pour acid on the walls. And we're like, we don't do that. But yes, come on in. We'll vacuum for the first time in a year. We'll get rid of all the trash. We'll buy new furniture. We'll unpack our books. And by we, I mean me. So yeah, fun weekend, if you like cleaning and organizing. I don't. But I do like horror games, so there's that. Yeah, I know the schedule was a little weird this week. I appreciate everybody who dropped by to watch more Alien Cabal yesterday. And then we ended up finishing it, so all of Alien Cabal, and we never have to think about it again. But we probably will. Every time we hear a bee scream like a horse, or a murder hornet bellow like a human being as it dies from the machine gun, we'll think of Alien Cabal. And speaking of murder hornets, my roommate had to get rid of a wasp nest nearby a few days ago. That's nasty things, wasps. A similar thing happened to you, Joey. And so they're changing the air filter and the smoke detector battery. And so you didn't have time to clean and make it presentable. But hey, at least they weren't upset by the state of things, so how bad can it be? Yeah, I wish some smoke detectors made it easier to change. Like, I know in school at one point the battery was going in our smoke detector in our dorm, making it beep constantly. And the police said, "We're forbidden by college policy to touch it. Only facilities management can change it. And they're not in until Monday, so you guys just have to sit in your dorm with it going off constantly for the next 72 hours. And I'm like, can we disconnect it? And they're like, no, that could be dangerous. Oh, they put a dead battery in the smoke detector. That's a special kind of not good. I feel like that's probably illegal or something, laws about smoke detectors or... But hey, what do I know? I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a policeman, I'm not a smoke detector even. I'm not a pyromaniac. I mean, that much, If there's a bonfire and I have some junk mail, yeah, I might feed it into the fire, but that's just so I don't have to shred it. That's me being practical. And yeah, our neighbors are having a party, so if you hear kids, screaming hysterically coming through the microphone, that's what that is. It's not part of the game audio, or maybe it's part of the game audio too. I don't know. I don't know much about this game. Just that it's an anthology of several horror stories, and the gameplay is primarily a text adventure, but there's also sort of a framing story. So you're playing games within games, which are always pretty interesting. Yeah, it's a guessing game. Like, is this sound from the game? Is this sound from the real world? And then is it from the game within a game, or the real world within the game? Or maybe this real world is within a game too. And if it is, how do I hit my quick load button? Because I think I made a mistake like 5 levels ago. Yeah. Trust me, I'm going to change a few things for my next playthrough of life. First off, I'm going to look up the cheat codes. And start off with a chainsaw. Chainsaws make everything easier, especially cutting down trees. But also, I don't know, carving the turkey at Thanksgiving. It'd be hard to do that without a chainsaw when you're like less than a year old. Yeah. Yeah. This is actually, I think this game is set in the 80s, but it's a pretty modern game, like 2017. And it got ported to all next generation consoles, which is weird because it's like text adventures, and consoles don't have keyboards unless we're talking about the Intellivision. And frankly, we're not talking about the Intellivision. And oh yeah, and I'll say this again, but if anybody redeems any channel points rewards, just let me know. I haven't yet got text-to-speech to read out channel points redemptions. Which I think there are ways. I might need to buy a subscription to a program to do it. Yeah. And also let me know if the audio is too quiet. Which I thought I'd improved it previously, but then last stream it was quieter again, even though I've turned up the game. So many confusing things. Those are 2 things to work on for my stream. Those and making it so that Fluff Bomb Cheer Glimmer's voice doesn't sound weird if he shows up. He's a temperamental fellow. He's almost like Pac-Man in that respect. Except Pac-Man is not a cute anime kitten who likes to claw people. It could be if he wanted to. And if people like this, hey, maybe that'll be a good indicator that I should play more text adventures on stream. Of course, maybe not that text adventure. We don't know. Terms of service and all that. Stories untold. Let's see what unfolds. Windowed. I don't trust games to be unwindowed and not mess with things. Oh, hey, it's our old friend Unity. Let's see how well this works. Oh, epilepsy warning. If you or any of your family, well, you guys heard it here. If you had a great-grandfather who had any symptoms of epilepsy, you can't watch this stream. Or you can, but yeah, taking your life into your own hands. Which is never a good thing when we're talking about horror. That's interesting. It's one of those big... Looks like one of those big multi-cassette cases, which... I know games did occasionally come in the 80s, but not so commonly. I think I've only ever seen 1 or 2. I also think sometimes floppy disk games came in cases like that in the early 80s. We'll start with The House Abandoned. It's not abandoned, it's just abandoned. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's my computer's fan. I'm glad it's working. Some commands can be... There's a command, don't fade before I have to get a chance to read the text. A no-code production. Ooh, credits. Yeah. That's right, not enough to be distracting. Well, hopefully it doesn't get louder than that. Hopefully it won't go all time splatter on us. Nice credit sequence. Oh. Is this what playing computer games were like before my time? Sweet. You pull up to the driveway of the family holiday home and park the car. It's dark, but it's as idyllic as you remember from all that time ago. You remember being told to look in the glove box before going in. It's good to be back. The glove box is closed, but appears to be unlocked. Oh, it's going to be one of those games. Inside is a key and a handwritten note from Dad. You take both. The note is from your dad and reads, "Hi, son. I hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the generator around back to get power and lights on. Also, found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy." Pull up to the driveway and... oh. So we're back here. Wait. I don't know what you are trying to use. I said walk to. Oh, you guys can see what I'm typing, yeah. We could be here a while. It's a house key, not a car key. You never were a car person. You may not be being a text adventure person either. Okay. Here's our first puzzle, figuring out how to move beyond our initial starting position. Are we still in the car, maybe? They could have told us we were still in the car. But I guess if I were a true Infocom era adventure, I would have known that. So that's on me, guys. The house is grand, set perfectly amongst the trees. In front of you is the front door, and the yard stretches across the side of the house. Hey there, Ultimus. How are you doing today? Yeah. We're delving into 80s textual fun. House is grand. So are the stairs and Kidnapped. And love, ain't it? Oh. Waiting for the games at the moment. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they should get there soon. I swear, I didn't think a lot of the games were this obtuse. But maybe that's only the big budget, big 80s budget, classic ones, and the indie efforts, which maybe this is supposed to emulate, were a little more narrow. You said that. Try that. More dense than diamonds. I like that. Yeah. The text parser is thicker than... I don't know. Motor oil in January. You insert the key and don't turn. The door lock clicks open. I'm zoomed in so much I keep forgetting we can see our desk within the game too. Oh look, and there's a digital clock up there. You enter the house to the hallway. It's dark and you can't see anything. You feel a light switch next to the door, however. A click and nothing. There is no power. The note should say how to restore it. Right, they did mention the generator. Light switch. Okay, what room was the generator in? Okay, and we're back here. Around back. Okay. Text takes a while to load. yard. Well, it picked up on the go and the house. There's that. Yeah, we'll get there. In some games you could just push the arrow keys to go in different directions. I mean, in some text-based games. Obviously, you could in like some top-down shooters. Yeah, I say walk, and they say, "What are you trying to use?" Oh, okay. Go through yard. Excuse me. The yard has been well maintained. You spent a lot of time here with your family on holiday trips. Good memories. Okay. Don't see what you're trying to use. No, we really don't. I was hoping it might list the places we could go. What did I say? I've forgotten the correct word to get into the yard. I thought it was some specific combination of common words. Okay, we'll try changing the verbs first. We take a walk around the yard. We're back to the front of the house. Go across yard. I cannot forget that. So are you guys familiar with the TV trope, "You cannot take ye flask," as immortalized in the strong bad Flash animations? I feel like this is basically an homage to that. Okay, so yeah, you've seen that, Angela. It's basically this. And people would sit there wondering for hours why you cannot take ye flask, and my game would not tell them. That would be awesome. Only not that awesome. And maybe, I don't know, this game is supposed to be more like the early 80s text adventures, like you would play on the microcomputers. But my limited experience with text adventures was, from playing late 80s games in the early 90s. But it seemed like sometimes if you would type in a word that the computer didn't like, then it would say, please don't use the word in this game, that word in this game, please use this other word. Like, instead of, please do not say perambulate in this game, please say walk. So then you'd know, oh, okay, I'll never use that word again. Oh, okay, we were in the backyard. But it said around back, and if the yard stretched the side, you know what, I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to turn on the generator. You switch the generator on, and it whirs to life. The house is still dark. Ooh, it would also be cool if it, showed what you just typed above. Just kept scrolling it up. So then, if you had a typo and that was what was the error, you could see. But I know we tend to make more allowances for the things we grew up with. And would be especially exciting if I, grew up in the 80s. When in doubt, excise verb. The hallway is now brightly lit. There is access to the kitchen and living room from here, as well as a set of stairs going up. You walk into the kitchen. The kitchen is tidy and well kept. There is a door and to a visiting room, or utility room, but otherwise it's just a kitchen. Search kitchen. Okay, there's nothing in the kitchen. It better not be. Severed head in the microwave. You have no idea where the key could be. Oh yeah, you understand. Don't play dumb with me. Exit. Okay. I'm making things too complicated. You step inside the living room. A spacious and comfortable living room. We spent a lot of good time in here, playing board games with the family. Warm and inviting. And the computer just switched to saying we. It's using the first person instead of the second person. And it makes me wonder what that computer is up to. Oh, I didn't see the lurk. Thanks so much. Nothing here of interest. Wonder if whatever that text that faded so quickly at the beginning was explained how to access commands, but it was just a sentence. Weird that there's no furniture here. Well, maybe there's just no important furniture. We're back in the hallway. You walk upstairs to the landing. The stairwell landing. There is a bathroom and 2 bedrooms. yours and your sister's. Pictures adorn the walls, images of happy times. See, this was before computers had apostrophes. This was back when they were like telegrams or something. You're in the bathroom. There's not much to note, other than an apostrophe, but it's all in good order. The stairwell landing. Family photos and holiday snaps. Our happy family. Are you me or are you talking to me? I can't tell. The computer wants to take over my family. You walk into your old room. Your old bedroom. So many good memories in here, and it's been preserved so well. On the desk is a gift-wrapped box. What's in the box? You can't believe it! Dad has found your old computer. A Futura 128K plus 2. It's being preserved well in the attic and hopefully still works. So are we going to end up playing a computer game within a computer game within a computer game? Futuro. And a copy of the house abandoned. It's all still to be set up, though. You start to plug in the various cables and leads. The computer is all set up and ready to go. There's a game here, too. Ain't no 80s computer was that quick and easy to set up. A new horror game called The House Abandoned. Looks nice. Oh, it looks ace. Excuse me. Look at computer. Play the game. We don't have to open the game. We don't have to load the game. We have to turn on the computer. You put the cassette in the computer and press play. Oh man, we lost power. Yeah, our clock reset. Out. Wait. Looked like it was trying to send us a message. Are we stuck in the loop? Oh, wait. It's dark, but it's clearly neglected. You remember being told to check the glove box before going in. You can't stand to be near this place. Ah. A twisted version of the game. And a handwritten note from Dad. You don't recognize the handwriting. It says, "Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. The car, get out. The car, get out, the car. Get out, get out." You force the warped car door to open and fall down. The house looks abandoned. There's a yard to the side. Wood creaks in the wind, and all happy memories are gone from this place. There is no love here. Yeah, it does have very limited vocabulary, Angela. And just we're getting the hang of it. It all reset. And we went to the darker version. You step through the debris into the backyard. The grass is overgrown and weeds crawl up the side of the house. It's not a nice place to be. You clutch the note, needing to look around. Hint, hint. An old generator next to you. There isn't much fuel, but the generator starts up. There's no love here. Let's go inside. Use key. Click of the lock. Hurts to hear. You reluctantly step inside the front door. There's a noise. Was that in the real world? Oh. The light's going down, but the computer's still got power. Pitch black, but your senses are punished more by the smell, stale air and damp. This could not be less inviting. The note burns in your hands. You feel compelled to read it over and over. It's too dark to read, but feels weird to the touch. Afraid of what you might see, you flick the light switch. The lights flicker on and off. The walls are falling apart after years of neglect or worse. Upstairs, the sound of an alarm clock. Blaring, someone else is in the house. This can't be. Our digital clock is saying stop. Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop. Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop. Oh. And now we control the real world from the game computer. You're still in the hallway. The noise has stopped, but you feel a presence. Someone is in the house. They should not be here. There's a kitchen and a living room adjacent and stairs leading up. The note feels disgusting in your hands. I can't read the note. It's bleeding. Ugh. You head up the stairs. They creak. Same but different. The landing has access to your sister's room, your room. The phone starts to ring. You don't understand. Neither can he. You hear him answer the phone. Your mind hurts as you taste iron. Voices spill out of the phone into the room. Whoever is in there should not be there. You need to hang up the phone. I do. Whoever you consider the worst. Relief. Look at pictures. The pictures are of your family. The eyes have been scored out on all. Jennifer's room is boarded up. You can't bear this. Perhaps this was before Jennifer married Rick. Oh, that's a different house from an 80s game. The door is bolted shut with a 4-digit combination lock. 9999. Worth a try. Oops, did I? You enter the bathroom. The bathroom feels disgusting. Every surface is covered by a layer of oily grime. The sink is a haven for all kinds of bugs. You know what I'm talking about. You just mentioned it. You step back onto the landing. You grab the lock. The lock is rusted, not used in years. The key in your hand weighs heavy, the note heavier. You grab the lock and can now input the code. You need a working 4-digit code. You know it's in the house in this house somewhere. Like it might be within the Game World house. You know, the eyes might be crossed out in the picture in the real world too. It's blurry and hard to tell. Okay, we'll have to look around for something bloody scrawled on the walls. Probably not. Okay. Go downstairs. Still in the hallway, as though I never left. The living room, although hardly an appropriate term. The furniture is threadbare and worn. The note is fixed in your mind. Dread fills the pit of your stomach. This is not a nice place. The note, always changing, now reads, "Get through this. I don't care if you want to or not." Abandoned, and for good reason. Hey, Hairball. Welcome in. How are you doing? Everybody, please go check out Hairball. He's another cool variety streamer. And blast. Oh no, I messed up my chat. And how's your day going, Hairball? Catacombs. Good stuff. We were playing this strange, modern anthology horror game of text adventures, and we're still in the first one. There's a great deal of "You Cannot Take Ye Flask." Kitchen stinks and feels completely unfamiliar. The tabletops are rusted, and there is a carcass on the table. Writing on the wall, and the utility room door has a red X painted on it. Going well. Oh, so you made dragon gems. Favorite food, potato stuff. And it's the Dutch oven omelet. I was about to ask what potato stuff was. Was it stuffed potatoes? It's a Dutch oven omelet. So just an omelet with potatoes? Forgot. You look closer, but can't tell what it is, or what it was. In blood, the number 1986 is smeared across the wall. 1986, huh? Good year. Oh, that's the code. It's in the real world now. Oh. Fun. We have to go back upstairs. Okay, so it's an omelet with potatoes, spices, and then sausage and cheese. Oh, that does sound good. Whenever I hear about omelets with cheese, I think of this cartoon, late 90s, called Dexter's Laboratory. Where in one episode, the main character tries to teach himself French using a record, but there's a scratch on it, and it gets stuck on the phrase cheese omelette, and then all he can ever say is cheese omelette in French. And hey, Dragon Gem, how are you doing today? Everybody, please go check out Dragon Gem. They're streaming puzzle games, I assume. Hairball was just giving us omelet recipes. Oh, right, you started Resident Evil. It's still a puzzle game. I assume survival horror has some puzzles. Have you been enjoying that, Dragon Gem? Yeah, it really does sound good. The lock clicks open. Same but different. The landing has a cross to your sister's room, your room, and the bathroom. Pictures all over the wall, but something is different about them. There's a period in different. Oops. Oh, you weren't enjoying Resident Evil 7. Oh, that's too bad. Hopefully, if you try some of the other games in the series, you'll like those better. Eyes have been scored out. Oh, right, lock's unlocked, but we haven't actually gone into my room. Forgot about that. Good job. It'd be so creepy if you were really playing this on, like, those 8-bit or whatever they are computers that didn't make sound other than beeps. The bedroom feels utterly familiar. The walls are damp, but you've been here before. In front of you, a lone person sits in front of a computer screen. The lamp is on. The clock reads 9999. You shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. You grip the note tight. I'm sorry, Jennifer. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad. You haunt every step I take, even in this place. It was out of my hands. But still you punish me. I can be with you now. There's nothing left to do. I am consumed and confused. This has to end now. You are pathetic. It was all your fault. Say it. I don't believe you. Like you mean it. Please. It was all my fault. Say it. Maybe they'll explain what was all my fault. Finally. And that's it. And that's the end of the first game in the anthology. The lab conduct. Ooh, looks like a different kind of computer. What's that say? Oh, and it's gone. Really entertaining idea, even if it was. Oh, same. It's like the series intro. Yeah. Even it was getting a little frustrating with trying to guess the commands and the things to type at certain points. It's interesting to have credits like that saying who's in it when we haven't really seen or heard any actors yet. Oh. Never mind.
We have myself, Dr. Alexander leading, assisted by Dr. Williams.
I'm just going to turn it up slightly. You can all hear it. Let me know if this sounds good. I figured if it was quiet for me, it's quiet for you guys.
And in the lab itself, our volunteer, Mr. Asian. We have artifact 23 in the chamber, recovered from crash site B. At the moment it appears inert, showing no signs of activity. Mr. Asian, instructions for each stage will come through to your terminal, and I need you to follow them exactly. Now, some of this may be unfamiliar.
Follow provided experiment brief exactly.
For guides on calibration and procedure. Once you've calibrated equipment to match our brief, the green light will flash, allowing you to trigger the experiment. One last thing.
And Sync Master Flash is green.
The current experiment is switched on. You cannot proceed until your calibration matches ours. When you're ready, let's bring this back.
Internal analysis. Subject J1986, 1986, MEM, is enclosed in solid outer layer. X-ray the artifact to determine its internal structure. C86 X-ray device, and then R3. Huh. So we have two. Tab. Oh. Okay. Chamber. This is not going to be easy. Alright, let's look at the manual one more time. R3. Fully R3 and then partially XR. Monitor. R3. Oh, no, I think. Huh? I'm trying to see which is different. Machines are. We can't go over further. Wait, CC86. Is that the camera?
Okay, good work. The X-ray is coming through now.
Oh, we got it.
No visible damage to the surrounding organic material. No signs of activity either. All output is flatlined.
Huh.
Okay, let's begin.
So some kind of organism? Surface reaction attempts demonstrate the effects of laser light on the object. Try the low-powered red laser to begin with. LZR2 RGB 650 nm for red. 650 nm. I wonder what nm is. I'm not exactly sure what it is. then... Wait, is that all we need to do? Right. It said the low-powered red laser. Didn't it? Yeah. This game has very faint music, doesn't it? Is that on my head? Yeah. 650. Yeah, maybe I did it and now I have to go back. It seems like the monitor is on RGB, so it should be, I think, just using the LZR device to set the wavelength to 650. There. Is anything shining? I can't tell. Whatever that creature is, or thing is, it doesn't seem to be moving. Something's happening. I can hear that beeping. I swear the image on the monitor looks brighter. Wait. There's a light flashing. Oh.
No reaction from first stage. Let's try high frequency.
High frequency. Give me a color. Green. Which is 510 nm. Almost
Okay,
looks
we have
like
a
a heart.
reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again.
Blue. Four, 5, 5. Excuse me. Oh,
Well, would you look at that?
maybe it is a heart.
Seems we have a pulse.
Hmm.
Isn't it stable? No activity registering in the core. Possibly damaged. Let's push further.
Are we sure that's wise? Oh, experiment 3. 250 hertz. Gain 1. Okay. 250 curved and 1. Got it. This is certainly an interesting sort of game. Okay, we're turning the dial. Almost. I'd say it's more puzzly than spooky. The first game was definitely got pretty creepy towards the end, which I think you might have come in just as it was getting creepy. And so far, this isn't really spooky yet. Just more kind of interesting and very original in style. I think maybe it's going for a slow burn and trying to kind of lull you into security before it gradually gets creepier. Because you're so focused on figuring out these machines. But you're not thinking so much about the horror. But where's the gain? Just power, right?
If you are ever unsure what to do, reread the experiment and consult the manual. It will guide you through the operation.
Okay. Amplifier. Set gain. 250 sine. No, you just gotta set the gain. I just don't see the gain. Wait. No, that just says frequency. And I assume that that will just... yeah, on, off. I don't know, can you guys actually read these little things on here? Like, I'm zoomed way in and they're super blurry. Gain. Wait. Is that it? The meter at the top kind of looks like it, but... there's no way to pan over, is there? No, that just takes us back to the computer. Ooh. I mean, it shows the amplifier display. Okay, yeah, it must be. I feel like it's a different machine. It probably is that one we could only see part of. There we can zoom. Oh. Okay, so we can zoom and then pan. Could have said that as opposed to just use your mouse. Wait, but how? No, it'll probably... that one thing will start beeping once we've got it right. to get it more precisely. If this were my job IRL, I would be so fired. Like, we've been trying to do the experiment for half an hour now. What's the holdup? Oh, the technician hasn't figured out how to turn a dial yet.
Mr. Agent, please refer to the manual if you're having any difficulty calibrating the equipment.
Oh yeah, he's not happy with me. The manual, of course, is awful. That's 5, then 4, 3, 2, 1. I think we're just about at 1. Okay. Curvy S is sine. 250. And 1. $250 sine. Yeah, it snaps to it. And 1. I think I'm just not hitting it precisely enough for the game, but are you guys still anything I'm doing wrong? Yeah, there's 0. The little indicator is pretty directly over it. Gosh, is this what it was like to be a lab technician back then? Or now, for all I know. Like right now, we can't really see the indicator for 1 because the circle's over it. I swear it looks like it's pretty much halfway between 1 and 2. Or between 0 and 2, I should say. Maybe slightly too far to the left. But this thing's so sensitive. Is that what they're looking for? We got it.
Please refer to the manual if you're having any difficulty calibrating the equipment.
Okay, so we didn't get it. We just annoyed the boss. That's what I live for. jumped. Ugh. I mean, that's very definitely right. Is there some other step that I'm not completing? Huh. Maybe. Oh, thanks so much, Hairball. I appreciate you guys coming in. Yeah. Hopefully I won't still be on here in hours trying to adjust the gain on this amplifier. Really, thanks for coming in. Yeah.
Mr. Asian, please refer to the manual if you're having any difficulty calibrating the equipment.
Okay. How about that? Okay, no. Doesn't look quite right on it. But, okay. I'll check the manual one more time, and if it doesn't give me any help, I'm just gonna look online and see if there's some trick to this. So again. $250 sine gain of 1. Yeah. Here's a walkthrough. Turn off the laser. I feel like they told us that at the very start of the episode. So yeah, that's just me being an idiot. Yeah, now we're ready. 500 sine, gain of 5. Yeah, take care of our nemesis, the amplifier first. But hey, still better than our nemesis ghost pirates of Vuju Island. Just someone trying to steal our neighbor's car. Real life jump scares. I feel like that's very appropriate for this game.
Some fluctuations in activity.
I'm glad you are.
Who was the best? What about the roll two? Okay, we're going to push further. I'm running out of time. Let's switch around.
Square wave. Maintain the frequency and gain.
Seeing good activity on this side. Seeing definite spikes in movement. I know this might seem uncomfortable or dangerous, but you need to trust it and keep going.
I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, but okay. One kilohertz. That's a lot of hertz. A world of hertz, if you will. Oh. Actually, for a second they heard a noise as it went up. That's in the game. Okay, we're almost to 1,000.
Full activity registry. We did it. Can you feel it? You've made excellent progress. You're doing great. Now we need you to stay calm and try to relax as we go through these next steps. We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
After blowing up a human heart? Yeah, let's alleviate some discomfort. Drill the surface. I think that's what we did. I'm not really sure. Switch drill on. Everything else off. And then trigger the sync master. That noise is gone. I think that's the camera. Switch drill on. I don't know what that is. Wait, oh, there's the drill. Now I see it. Nasty looking thing.
How do you feel? Don't be scared. We have the situation under control. Take a few moments, and when you're ready, we'll continue.
What's happening here? Make contact with the artifact. Is that wise?
Stay calm. You're doing fine. Don't be afraid. I'm sorry to have to do this, but we have to know. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. It's time to remember. You're a proxy now. You have a connection to the entity's inner core. It's like a conscious black box. It can show you its memory. Look into it. The visions will translate onto the screen to be something that you can understand. That you can play out.
New data connection ready. Keep staring at it. I think I saw a rattlesnake or something. I don't know. Memory retrace. You wake up in the cryopod. Struggling against gravity, you force yourself up. Impact into the planet's surface has torn a hole.
You can navigate these memories. Use the computer. Work your way through.
And the ship's poisonous atmosphere spills into the ship. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. Craft is broken beyond repair. There's wreckage all around. An airlock door is locked tight, and the computer terminal adjacent blinks. You tap at the screen, and the airlock door sputters to life, slowly opening with a horrendous noise. The ship powers down to silence, having spent the last of its reserves. Command not recognized.
This organ was taken from what we think was the leader. These memories are different. They're not like the others. There's more detail here. Let's say the rename.
Leader of what? I don't have to lean in. I got glimpses of the ship's controls. You squeeze through the damaged airlock and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. You look around to see you are surrounded by mangled metal. Bright lights pour through every gap in surrounding wreckage. Smoke billows from the downship exterior. Lights flicking on and off. Wreckage surrounds you. Looking upwards, you see unfamiliar star patterns. Some of the metal will have to be moved in order to free yourself. With every ounce of your remaining strength, you move away enough of the wreckage for you to carefully crawl through. The lights that surround you now attack your senses. A circle of artificial light surrounds you, set up to illuminate the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you.
Your heart rate is elevated, but you're doing well. For what it's worth, very few of our test subjects ever make it this far. You should be proud of yourself.
That's great. This must be the part that caused the epilepsy warning. There's a card with Dr. Someone's name written on it. A mess of cables. We awake. The room is silent, only for the quiet hum of equipment and occasional machine beep. Your touch isn't yours. We are all as one. We move together in unison. We are in a bed, in a small and artificially room with a single door, artificially lit. There is some sort of writing pinned to the wall.
We didn't put this entity in quarantine. It expired at the crash. Whose memories are these? When did this happen?
Adjacent is a display monitor with wires that drape across the room and into your chest. They have tortured us. We yank at the wires protruding from our chest. Together we all scream in pain. This section sets off an alarm, echoing loudly down the adjacent corridor. Oh yes. Symbols seem to indicate where on our body they had to cut. We've been butchered and maimed over and over.
I need you to stop what you're doing, please.
No, I won't. Through the door, we find ourselves in an empty room with a device on the table. It looks familiar. They don't know how it works, but this host does. The door closes behind us and a lock clamps shut. We are alone together. There are markings on more sheets with a door and a window on one side. The door we came through is locked shut, and the other door had an orange alarm right above it. In the center of the room, a table holding only a small device taken from your It's My Our ship. It was an access code terminal for a wide connection, allowing commanders to commandeer other hosts. Only we have access to these codes. It's time to use them.
What is that? You haven't seen that before? What do you mean? It's using the tool we recovered from the crash site. It's in our systems. It's sending something across the network. Mr. H, please. We deeply regret that we put you through, but please understand it was for the greater good. We have to know more. Rebelling now could be catastrophic. We don't know what this might do to you in the long run.
Going against who, you or them? See the symbols flickering. Glyphs there. So what exactly? Oh, there. We're supposed to make them match. Yeah. Is there anything? It looks like nothing's changing on the left side of the screen. What do you want us to do? Wait, is that? Are they upside down? No. Somehow different. I'm trying to see which one is most similar to this. Weird squiggles of lines. I did get it.
They're all free. They're converging. It's over.
Oh. Really have an option.
Mr. Isham, please, don't do this. We mean them no harm. Please, don't do something you'll regret. Wait. One day, Mr. Isham, this will haunt you.
It'll haunt you much sooner than it will haunt me. Ah. Cool ending. Kind of reminiscent of Phantasm meets Strange Invaders. So, I gather we're halfway through the game, and we've been going for 2 hours. I'm enjoying this, but I started a bit late, and I didn't intend for this to be a super long short horror. So what I may do is save the second half of the game for next short horror Saturday, and supplement it with something else. Yeah. Because in parts of it I felt like I was getting faster, but then there'll be something that completely stumps me, or I take way too long on something. It's such a neat idea. I'm just making sure. Oh wow, those are like incredibly dark. Okay, but it autosaves, so. Hey, I think that's what we'll do. I'll definitely finish it, and next time we'll see how all these stories connect. And we'll see how it all ends. And whether they all connect. I assume they do. But I like the idea a lot. And in spite of some bits of frustration, it's strange enough that it makes you want to keep going. And definitely a very unique feel, unique style. And I love that kind of breaking the fourth wall sort of thing anyway. Especially when horror does that. So I like this game doing it. And even if it's kind of creating fourth walls within the game that it can then break. Oh, I appreciate you guys coming out and hang out here. If you guys can hang out a minute and we can raid somebody, I'd really appreciate it. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but my CPU fan was like, okay, the game is off. We can take a rest now. See. We've got Seraphine's is online. Command is online. Oh, and Gabriel Knight. I really have to play that at some point. Unless anybody has any suggestions for who to raid. Then I do have several people I know online. Hessian's playing one of the new Zelda games. Oh, Joey's playing Fatal Frame on original hardware. I assume on original hardware. I've always wanted to play that. Yeah, let's go there. We'll check that out. I don't know if I'll hang around too long because I'm like, this looks good. I should play it. That and about 500 other things. But hey, we'll get to it. To wrap up, I appreciate you guys coming, hang out, whether you lurk or chat. I just appreciate you being here, and hopefully you enjoyed that unusual brand of interactive fiction / adventure. And we'll definitely continue it. You guys probably know I stream Sunday and Wednesday evenings and Saturday late afternoons. Hopefully I'll be finished with all the cleaning and organizing, or enough of it, to start at a reasonable hour tomorrow. And tomorrow the plan is still to play the sort of gothic mystery / ghost story Haunting of Cliff House, which was released on Steam last month. And yeah, I think it's a kind of game we'll play through in its entirety then one day. Fair warning, I'll skip a couple puzzles. And I have backups if that doesn't work. And then Wednesday, maybe we will try Assassin's Creed. I mean, you just heard the noise my PC was making from this. Imagine what it'll be like for Assassin's Creed. Yep, motherboard's still warm. Yeah. I may start that and just hope that we'll be able to finish it, and not being able to see color doesn't become too much of an issue later. And then for next Short Horror Saturday, I think we'll probably finish this and... I don't know, maybe we'll finish this and play the second Ben Jordan game, which is a series of short horror comedies that we played the first episode of last Sunday at my affiliate celebration stream. Yeah, just somebody get ripped apart by a giant skunk ape, like complete with bloody sound effects. So if you like that kind of thing, go ahead and raid. Yeah. So far, I'm enjoying Stories Untold. Yeah. And you can see from this whether the gameplay is your cup of tea, but I'd recommend it next time it's on a Steam sale. And yeah, if you haven't, feel free to follow me here on Twitch and also on Twitter and MySpace. MySpace thing was just a publicity stunt, kind of, and or maybe because I'd put it off for so long, I thought I'd finally do it. I find it's got a weirdly clunky interface and takes some getting used to, so I don't know if I'll stick around on MySpace, but Twitter is where I do a lot of my announcements of what I'm streaming. Well, thank you again, everybody, for hanging out. I will continue to try and improve my stream in various ways. And yeah, I hope to see you all here again. So, have a good night, and please say hi to that girl, Joey. Fatal Frame. As opposed to Fatal Frame, which is a Greek letter in a frame. Okay, I'm shutting up now.